Hello everyone, welcome to this Python programming lecture series. In this video we will learn lists, tuples and dictionaries. So they are like built-in data types in Python and used to store multiple values in a same variable. And by the end of this video you will able to learn creating collections, access elements, and will use some common methods. So according to you, what is a collection? So collection is a data structure that stores multiple values together. Instead of creating multiple variables for a values, we can use these data types to store related data in one variable. So let's study about that. So list, first is a list. So according to you, what is a list? A list is nothing but a paper and some data. So similar to that, a list is an ordered and mutable collection. It is a collection but it is an ordered. It has some order like ascending order, descending order. It has some order. And what does mutable means? Mutable means you can modify it or manipulate it according to you. So ordered means element keeps their position. What it means, it tells that order has some position, so it has in position, it is aligned on their position. So mutable means elements can be changed after creation. So we can change after creating a list. We made a list and we can change elements according to ourselves. So we can change, we can manipulate it, we can mutable it, so list is a mutable data type. So we can see that there are some common list methods. So first is add an element. As I told you that list is mutable, we can change the element. So it has an add function, add method, which is used to add an element. So we have, for example, we have a list of fruits which is named fruit. So after using this append function, fruit dot append grapes, we are adding grapes to our list. We have a list of fruits and we can add according to us. We can add grapes using this append function. This is like, so add, for adding we can use append function. Similarly, for insert a specific position, we are inserting a value. Here we can add will be on the bottom of this list, while insert we can insert at a specific position. So inserting it at first position, so it will insert at the first position. So fruit dot insert, we for inserting we are using the keyword insert, and the position we want, the position and the fruit we want, so the element. So for removing, similarly for the removing we are using remove. So fruit dot remove banana, the banana list has banana, so it will remove banana from your list. Simple. Now we have more methods like sort. So sort this list. For sorting the list, if we have a list and we want to sort it according to ourselves, or like the first letter, the ascending of order of that or descending order of that, so we can sort that according to ourselves. So just using the keyword for sort, we can use sort. Similarly, find the number of elements. We are finding the number of elements, so we are using len. Len stands for length of the list. So we are finding like number of elements. So we have a number in a list, we have number of elements in a list, so we are finding the number of elements. So how we can use print length, the name of the list. So len will count the number of elements, like 1 2 3 4 5. We have 5 elements currently in the list, so output will be the 5. Simple. Now, so here is a question about list. So here we are initiating a variable which is fruits and some data inside it. After seeing that, we have used the square bracket, that means it is a list. So what we are printing, let's see. We are printing the whole fruits. We are printing fruits. Fruits is a variable which stores data, so it will, the output of this statement will be whole list. Now in next line we can see that fruit at the index 0. So at the 0 index we have apples. So after the output of this line we can have the apples, the first value of the list. So here in next line we have fruits dot append orange. So now here we are adding a value to the list. We have existing list and we are adding something inside it. So after adding this oranges, it will form in next to the mangoes. So after adding, we are again printing the whole list. So let's check the output. So here we can see that according to this statement print fruits, we are printing this statement, pre-existing statement. So apple, banana, mangoes. Now we are printing the 0 index we have apples, so we are printing apples. Now after adding oranges to the pre-existing list, we are printing again. So apple, banana, mango and orange. So orange is added next to the mangoes. Simple. Like this we can use different methods of list, and this is a simple way we can use list. We have another data type which is called tuple. So tuples are similar to the list, but it has like we cannot change after creating it. So look at that. A tuple is an ordered but immutable collection. So it has an order, it has some order, some position of elements, but it is immutable collection. What immutable can, what is immutable? Immutable is like we can modify it, we can change it according to ourselves, but it is immutable collection, we cannot change it according to ourselves. If it is fixed, it is fixed. So immutable means its value cannot be changed after creating a list, or we can say after creating a tuple. It is called tuple. So after creating it, we cannot add something or we cannot delete something. We cannot change the data present there. We cannot change the data present there after creating these tuples. So tuples are used for fixed data in which we do not need to change anything. So similar to the list, we have some common methods like count occurrence. So we are finding the count of the occurrence of an element. For example, we have initiated a variable numbers and we have this tuples, tuple of 10, 20, 10, 30. There are numbers. So we are finding the count. It is a keyword. So count, for count we are using the keyword count. So print numbers, the variable name, the name of the variable we initiated, and dot for the using of method. So method is count, the count is keyword is always similar. So what we have to find the count of occurrence, what we are finding. So we are finding the number 10, the element 10 occurrence in this variable. So after using this function, after using this method, we are getting output 2, the 10 present here and the 10 present here. So it will check in the tuple in the data and it will tell you the output. Similarly, it has one more, like finding the index of an element. So what is the index? Index is like we have a position of each element we initiate. So in Python we use that indexing from 0 element. So we can from the first element is 0, then first index, second index, and the third index, and so on. So here in Python we use indexing from 0. So we are printing number dot index, the number, the name of the variable, dot is used for using a method, and the keyword we are doing a method, which method we are doing. So index of 20. So we are finding the index of 20. So according to this we are getting the index of 20 is 1. So it is output is 1. Now we have an example of tuples. So we have here initiated a variable of colors. So it has some data like red, green, blue. So it has some colors. Now we are printing colors. So what will be output according to you? According to me, the output will be red, green, blue, the whole tuple. Now here print colors 1. So we are printing the index 1. So what is the index? Index 0, the index 0, index 1, index 2. So here we have index 1, so green will be the output. Let's check the output. So according to us, we are right, red, green, blue, the whole tuple, and the green is the first index. Tuples and we have list, they are like similar, but difference क्या होता है, that list has mutable and the tuples we do not, they cannot be mutable. Simple. There are another data type which is a dictionary. So dictionary is not similar, but it stores data. So it stores data as a key value pair. What is key value? We have a key and the value we store in a form of key value. So each key is unique and is used to access its corresponding values. So key is unique but value can be different, or we can say value can be same. Key is always unique. So one key has one value and we can access it with the corresponding key only. Now we have some common dictionary methods. So dictionary is like mutable, it can be changed. We have list which is mutable, we have tuples which are immutable, and now we have dictionary which are also mutable. So we can add. So adding a new element, similar to that, the student is the variable, the city is the key, and Delhi is the value. So similar to that, we can update this using the variable and the key we are updating. So for updating, and the value we are updating. Now we can see that for display all keys, we are displaying all keys only. For keys we are using print. For display we are using just print. So the variable, the dot, and the method we are displaying is key. So we are using print, and the method is student's key. So displaying student's key. Similar, and for all elements we are leaving a space. So for displaying all values similar to keys, we are using key values. So for displaying all keys value pair, we are using all of them. So printing student dot items, for all we are using items, and for remove an element we are removing, so we are using dot pop. Course we are removing element. So now there are some difference between list, tuple, and dictionary. So there are features and list, tuple, dictionary. So here ordered, the lists are ordered, the tuples are also ordered, and dictionary also are ordered. So we have ordered data. So for mutable, we know that lists are mutable but tuples are not, and the dictionary are also mutable. Now here duplicate values. So a list can have multiple duplicate values, and tuples also has, but here in dictionaries value can repeat but key cannot, because we cannot repeat a key but value can be repeated. So the value we have, the data we have, we can repeat that, but where we are storing in a key, so key cannot. So now uses, for uses general purpose or collection, we are list we are using for making vegetable list, fruit list, market list, anything, clothes list. Here tuples are for fixed data like we are using for calendar has fixed data. We have some like days of month, like we have name of week, days. Now key value data, we can store any data related thing with key and values. Now some memory types. Here lists are used inside a square brackets and can add, remove, or change items. We can see that it is mutable. Now list is only used in parentheses, which we can say the curve brackets. An item cannot be changed after creation, we cannot change it, is immutable. Now dictionary are used inside a curly braces. So here stored data in key value pair and quick lookup. For quick lookup we can use dictionaries. Now we can do some questions about that. So now we have an example of dictionaries. So here we can see that we have a variable which is student and has some key value pair. So we can see that name is a key and the Rahul is the value. So and here age is a key, 20 is the value, and here the course is the key and the Python is the value of that key. So we have key as well as we have the value of the key. So it is similar, the operations are all similar, but difference is we are writing it in a key value pair, we are writing it differently from that. So now here we are printing students, which means it will print all the data of it contain. So here in next line we are printing student and the name. There we are using like indexing. Now here we will access the value with the help of the key. So let's check the output of this code. So the student is the whole variable, so whole data will be out. Here name Rahul, age 20, course Python. The whole data is the output of this line. Now of this name we are using the indexing. Now here we are using the key for the variable. So here Rahul is the value of this key, so this is the output. They are like simple, we can store data in key value pair, simple. So now here we have some real life examples on this. So list is like shopping list is a real life example of list. So shopping we can store in shopping like milk, bread, eggs, etc., clothes, anything. In tuples we know that tuple contain fixed data, we cannot change it. So it can, example of this can be a days in weekend. So weekend days in weekend are fixed for every country in whole universe. So weekend equals to Saturday, Sunday is weekend, so it is fixed data type. Now dictionary can be stored like student information is a real life example. So we are storing students information, name, roll number, marks, address, anything. So it is like real life example of dictionaries. So they stores data in a single variable instead of creating different variables. So today we have learned what is collection, how to create list, tuple, dictionaries, how to access element from them, and some common method of all of them and difference between them. So what is collection? Collection just help us to organize and manage data effectively in Python. So thank you for watching this video. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.